Hello. Is anybody there? Hi, Raju. Hi, Shravanti. Hi, Raju. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Just say, just say yes. You can hear me or whatever. Shravanti, you're a teacher from Bellamal. So, hi, welcome here. And so tell me, can you hear me? Janvi, you've been waiting for so long. How sweet. I've also been waiting to be online. We've gone online after a long time. You can hear me, Gargi. Thank you so much for telling me that you can hear me. So, how are all of you this morning? I know we are a little early. Instead of 11, we've come 2-3 minutes. I just wanted to make sure that the audio was working and give everybody time to get on board. So, yeah, I think the link will go live in some time, only at 11 o'clock. Some of you, I know many of you wanted to go live on Sunday. Yeah, but that's why we put out a post and I asked everybody, I said, when do you want to go live? And everybody was like, Saturday. So, yeah, next time maybe we'll do it on a Sunday. Yeah, I understand some of you have classes, but everybody kind of just voted for Saturday. So I said, okay. Gargi, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you for saying that. So, which cities are you all in? Or which countries are you all in, may I say? Thank you. Raju, hi. You wanted me to say your name, so hi. And you're in Telangana. Okay. Avipsa, thank you so much. How sweet of you. Hi, Vaishnavi. You're from Vadodara. Okay. Nice. Baroda. I've been there, it's a really nice place actually. I used to go there on work. Janvi, you're from Nasik. That's not very far from where I live. I live in Pune. Hi, Manasa. Manasa, why is your ID different from your name? Shravanti, good morning. Lakshmi, hi. Hi, Mansha and Lakshmi, hi, everybody. So, do we still have? It's exactly 11, so I think people will start logging in now. Hi, Shreya. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. So, Swami, you're from, Swami says, I'm Chetra. Chetra, why is your ID called Swami? And you're from Karnataka. Okay, that's nice. Hi, Natal. This is your father's account, Manasa. Please create your own account. You know what happens? I'll tell you what happens when you log in from your father's and brother's accounts. Then YouTube tells us that, some 40-year-old person is logging in and some 25-year-old person is logging in. So I never get to know, Kailash, for instance, that you're in grade 4. So then I can't make content for you because I don't know that there are so many young ones on the channel. Hi, Aditi. Hi, Aditi. And hi, Kailash. And Shriya says, my name is Aditi. How sweet. Kailash says, you cannot hear me. Can all of you hear me? Can you hear me? Can everyone else hear me? Just say yes or no. Can you hear me? Yes. Good. Okay, all your names are different. Harshini or Joshita. Hi, Harshini. You're in grade 8. How sweet. Thank you. I'm so glad you can hear me because otherwise, with all this technology now, we don't know what to do. If you can't hear me, I don't know what to do then. But I'm glad you can hear me. So good. So how's school going for all of you? School or college or whatever else you're doing? How do you enjoy your online work? Yeah, please create your own account and that way I will know. I will know who all are signing on and I will get the right information. You're having exams, somebody just came back from school or schools have opened, is it? You're actually going to school, that's nice. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of work. Yeah, okay. Kailash says there's a lot of work. I'm fine, Gayatri. Thank you so much. Online classes are going on, yeah. So, what's the difference? How do you find your online classes versus your real classes? What's the big difference for you? Tell me. You're going getting bored. Online classes are a big bore. Yeah, because real classes are good. No, you can poke somebody next to you and say hello and make faces at somebody, and then this you can meet people in the break and tease somebody, or just play a game or a sport when you go down. Yeah, I know. Online is so boring to keep sitting in one room. Terrible. Yeah. I can imagine. I can imagine. So sad. Don't worry. It'll all get over. It'll all get over one day. All of this will be over and behind us. Okay, some school. They say school call for some signatures. Vansha has just reached home. Bored. Sri Lakshmi says, I'm bored. It gets difficult to understand, you're saying, when you're attending online classes. Yeah, you have to face many problems like internet issues. I know broadband sometimes is just so unpredictable. I know. When I'm also working, sometimes it just goes away. And then I'm like, oh God, what do I do? Online classes have started in 10 minutes and you're still attending my class. How sweet. But I think you should attend the online class. Don't you think so? You're bored with online classes, you're distracting. I know, it's monotonous. So sad. Okay, so today, if everybody's come on board already, then today we are going to talk about how, so some of you wanted me to talk about how to speak English fluently and confidently. One person said that we saw your TED talk and please tell us how do you actually speak like that on stage. So everybody can do it. So that was the idea. Prasannan, hi. Avipsa says online classes are distracting. Boring. Dr. Prasanna. Are you Dr. Prasanna or is that some other person writing as Dr. Prasanna? Gayatri, thank you so much. Yeah, Mansha, internet is nice. It's lovely because it gets us to interact. Absolutely. If there was no internet, I would never have met all of you. Ria, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support because when you keep sending me sweet messages like this, it keeps me motivated. Even if the video doesn't do well, sometimes I still want to come back and make new stuff for you. I'm also happy to see all of you. Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed the TED talk. I enjoyed the TED talk, but it's a little bit like scary because you have to remember like 18 minutes. It's an 18-minute talk and you have to remember the whole thing. Because over there, when you're on stage, you tend to just forget. So it's damn scary because the night before I was just trying to learn up everything. And yeah, but it's not bad, it's good fun. Shreya, your sister wants me to take her name. So, what is your sister's name? Please tell me your sister's name and I'll take your name. So cute. Thank you so much. You all are so sweet. Kailash, you have a channel called A Cup of Chat. How sweet. A Cup of Chat. How sweet. I hope you do very well. And don't get disheartened if any one of you have YouTube channels already. Don't get disheartened. In the beginning, it's very difficult. But just go with it. Just keep going. Keep making videos and you will get there. Yeah. Okay, hi Rahul and hi Adishri. You have bad network. I know I also have bad network. This thing on my screen is just circling away. Okay, you want me to start another channel, Gayatri? Why do you want me to start another channel? What would you want me to do on that channel? The first live Vaishnavi you're attending, super. How did I become a specialist in English? What's the secret? No secret, actually. Her name is Aradhya. So, hi Aradhya. How are you? And hi Kirti. Hi everybody. Okay, so let's start. Now, I'm going to talk about how to become fluent in English and how to become very confident in English. And also, if you have any tips, you have any of your own techniques that you're using to become confident in English, then you can put them down also as a comment so that everyone can see it and share. You can sort of help everybody out. So, the first thing I want to tell you is that a lot of us try to learn words, individual words, like we learn different big words and stuff like that. And yes, that's a good thing to know different words. But my technique that I want to give you first, which helps, is to try to learn full sentences. Like, just like a full sentence. For example, you want to say, if I go to class, I will get the notes. Okay. Now, what happens is if you just remember class and notes, then for us to sometimes to make this full sentence in front of somebody becomes very difficult. It's the words that are connecting the different words. We tend to sort of get very muddled up. So, if you remember a full sentence, if I go to class, I will remember, I will get the notes. Okay. Now, you can substitute, you can replace. If I go to a park, I will get fresh air. Okay, so you can keep replacing one word with another word and you can keep making new sentences, because one basic sentence construction that you have in front of you can help you to make hundreds and hundreds of different sentences. Plus, in certain situations, you just kind of you freeze. So if you have a few sentences already in your head about that particular situation, it'll really help you. Yeah. Reading. A lot of you are saying reading. I can see your comments. Kailash is saying reading. Janvi is saying reading. Thank you, sweethearts. All of you are being so sweet. Now, reading is absolutely the number one sort of technique to get fluent in English, because the thing with reading is that you read all the connecting words. You know, the biggest thing in English I feel is that sometimes we know here and there, we just don't know how to connect it all together. So when you read, it sort of processes in your mind. When you read, don't try to read only for the meaning. Try to read the sentence fully and try to sort of as if you're reading it aloud. Yeah, and go over it over and over. When you're reading one sentence, just try to imagine that a newsreader is reading that sentence. I totally love reading, because also what's happening nowadays, to be honest, is that we're not getting that much time to read because there's so much to do. You've got your online classes, I've got to make videos, I've got to do research, and there's social media. There's so many things to do. And during the lockdown particularly, we all had to be busy with our housework and everything also, so we don't get so much time to read. But I find another substitute to reading. Of course, reading is absolutely, if you can do it even for 10 minutes or 15 minutes every day, it will just be the best thing you did. But if you can't, then listen to podcasts. Yeah. Try, do you know how to listen to podcasts? Have you ever tried listening to podcasts online? Tell me if any one of you have listened to podcasts, and then I'll tell you. Somebody says cricket commentary. Mansha says cricket commentary helps me. Yes, if you're listening to cricket commentary in English, it will help you certainly. And you want me to start another channel and reach 1 million? How sweet. Will you join that second channel? Okay. How sweet, you came out of your class. Please go back to class. By seeing my video, you become fluent in English. How sweet. Okay. Now, so here I was talking about podcasts, and I was saying that. So, by the way, I'm making a video for you next week on the top 10 apps, and in that I've also covered a podcast app. So when you take a look at it, you can see how to access podcasts using that app. But the thing is, when you hear these podcasts, what happens is you're working or you're doing something else or you're walking or you're exercising, I don't know, you're going to school or something like that, and this thing is playing in your head. Now what happens when you listen is that it the pronunciation, the tone of voice, the whole sentence, everything just fits in your head. So I remember you're asking me what is a podcast. You're asking me what is a podcast. So there are a number of apps, free apps. Absolutely, I don't want you to pay any money for anything. You can go to Google Podcasts, for instance. You can go to Spotify. You can go to iTunes. These are all free, apps. Now, when you go to these apps, you will find a different sets of topics. For example, you're interested in fitness, or you may be interested in biology, or you may be interested in learning English. You may be interested in the news or the politics or whatever it is, sports, cricket, I don't know, whatever you're interested in, you'll find. So when you type that topic on top, you're going to get a lot of different channels under it of people who built content. Like you've got football content, cricket content, you've got science, technology, education. You've got so many platforms on which you can learn English, and all of this is free. So you go there, you take a look at a couple of them, you listen to them. Now what they have is they have these short episodes. Some of them are half an hour episodes, some of them are 1 hour episodes, some of them are 15-minute episodes. So you go, you listen to one episode, and maybe you can download it and keep it when you're in your broadband zone, so that when you go out somewhere, it's offline mode. You can just put it on and hear. And not only do you get to learn something. So what I also suggest is, suppose you have a chapter, and let's say your chapter is on physics. Okay. Now you have a topic there. Let's say you're doing kinetic energy. So you go to the podcast channel, you type kinetic energy, you might find a few people talking about kinetic energy. You go there, you search for a particular topic title that you liked, and you start listening to it. Now, what will happen is it will help you to sort of give you an overview of kinetic energy, and also it will help you improve your English. So many of you are asking me so many questions. I hope what I'm telling you is helping you. But you're telling me that you can watch Friends and Big Bang Theory. Shubhra says that watching Friends and Big Bang Theory can help you improve your English. Yes, if you focus on what they are saying, certainly. Anu, you stay in Pune. Yes, that's lovely. I stay in Pune. And the brain boosting video you found very helpful. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked it. And please tell me which other video you like, so that if you want me to make anything similar to that, then I know what you really like. Okay, by seeing drama, you can improve your English. Anything, even if you watch Netflix in English and you watch the subtitles while they're talking, maybe you pause, go back, try to say that sentence again, and listen and read and speak at the same time, and that will help you improve your English. You don't have to necessarily sit with a Ren and Martin all the time to learn English. And what else? So many of you live in Pune. How sweet. Okay. Then, so some of you live in Chennai. Can I make my own podcast? Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I need some time. I was actually thinking to convert my videos into podcasts. Thank you. All of you are very sweet. Okay. There are also some free apps. So like I'm saying, next week I'm working on a video for 10 top apps. In that I will have a podcast app, and I will also have an English learning app. And they're all going to be free apps. So anyway, that is for next week. In fact, I'm going to shoot that tomorrow. But coming back to my next tip for you when you want to learn English and you want to become fluent in English. Now, whenever you go somewhere, people are going to ask you to talk about certain particular topics. You may go for an interview. You may go in a class, somebody may ask you to introduce yourself, or you may go with a group of friends or strangers. There are certain topics that always come up, like your hobbies, your interests, about your family, where do you live, what do you do, what are your future plans maybe. So what you should do ideally, is make a list of some of these topics that you think are going to come to you every now and then. People are going to ask you about those topics. And for each one of those topics, write down 4 or 5 lines. And when you write them down, try to learn them up. Learn them up, say them in front of the mirror. So what will happen is you'll have 4, 5, topics. Maybe you want to talk about the IPL, maybe you want to talk about the US elections. So whichever topic you think is current and people are going to talk to you about it, you can prepare. Yeah, those you can prepare. Okay, you want to see Simbi? Somebody's saying you want to see Simbi. Wait, I will pick her up. She's right under my table. Give me 1 second. I will go and pick her up. Simbi, come. 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 Oh, Baba, that is my little Simbi. Can you see her? Can you see her? See my little Simbi, Simbi. This is Simbi. Say hello. 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 Hello, everybody. She's a very cute girl. And she sits and she sleeps under my table. So I'm going to disappear again for 1 second and make her sleep. And then I will come back. Okay, don't worry. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just making little Simbi sleep. And I will be back in 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Okay, what is the meaning of Simbi's name? So you've seen Lion King, and Lion King had a Simba. And so when I saw little Simbi, she was this tiny when I saw her for the first time. And her face looked like a little lion's face. So she's a Shih Tzu. And the word Shih Tzu also means little lion. So when I saw her, she looked like a little lion cub. And her name is Simbi, and she's a Shih Tzu. So yeah, when I met her, I was like, she is Simbi because from Simba. Okay, now coming back to speed reading and reading aloud, we spoke about it. I would like you to also do speed reading. Take one paragraph, okay? Read it in, set a timer and read that paragraph. Don't take a very difficult paragraph and don't take a very easy paragraph. Take like something in between, slightly challenging, but little easy also. Okay, and then you can sort of read it and read it and time yourself, and then read it again after some time and again time yourself, and then keep doing that till you find that your reading speed has really improved. Then take a next paragraph and then take another paragraph and try to do this speed reading. And what will happen with that, English fluency is also physical fluency. For example, your mouth needs to know how to pronounce certain words. Each language has a different way of speaking. So your mouth, your jaw, everything needs to get used to speaking that particular language. So when you take a paragraph and read it and you do speed reading over and over and over again, it physically prepares the body to speak that language, and also you keep listening to it, so that works. Another idea that I have for you is song lyrics. I love just listening to songs and just learning up the lyrics. Go to the lyrics online, copy them down or whatever, try to memorize them, and next time when the song is played, sing it along with the proper lyrics, not just sing the proper lyrics. And what will happen is, again, it will give you physical fluency. Your mouth and all the parts of your throat, etc., all of that will get used to speaking in English. The words of English will come out more fluently. And Anu, darling, I will also love to meet you. My God, she's written so many times. I really want to meet all of you. Once the lockdown gets over, we'll actually have a meet and greet session for sure. Okay, now coming back to songs. Now somebody's asking me, Dr. Prasanna is asking me, which one is more difficult, British English or American English? The thing is, actually for a native speaker, nothing is difficult. You get used to, you be brought up in a certain environment, you get used to it. But when you're in India, I would think that British English is what uh, British English is what we use more. So you would find that easy also to pick up because it's familiar. It's something that's the way you've always spoken or you've heard people speaking. American English is a little different. And so if you're not living in America, then I don't think you should speak in American English because it just might sound a little fake. So wherever, if you're in India, speak British English. If you're in America, of course, you want to speak American English. And what do you think? Okay, so Kailash says, I have two accents. If you're in America and you get stuck, what to do? If you stay in America, I would highly recommend that you at least start rolling your R's. Like, instead of saying government, you try say government. So just roll the R, especially when it comes right in the middle of a sentence. Okay. And if you're doing a theory session in India, if you're studying theory, but there you're studying theory, the R. So just try that rolling of the R's when it comes in the middle of your sentence, and that'll help you. Okay, thank you, Moshi. Now, another thing I want you to do is to notice the intonation. Intonation, you know what intonation is? It is slightly different from pronunciation. Okay, pronunciation we spoke about. In fact, we recently put up a video also on pronunciation. And intonation is, okay, for example, I just said intonation. What is that? There's a certain rhythm in which I spoke. I didn't say intonation. I said intonation is something you need to be careful about. Did you notice that there was a rhythm in what I spoke? Something goes up and low. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. Somebody saying how to make a video on how to make effective use of online classes. We are working on that. It's going to be a couple of weeks. You're going to get that video on a perfect timetable for online classes. And Swami thinks I'm a dancer. No, I'm not a dancer. I don't mind dancing sometimes, but I'm not a dancer, okay? And yeah, okay, so where were we? We were talking about intonation. Now, I'm going to give you a question. So the question is, are you going to school tomorrow? Yeah? Now, how are you going to say this sentence? One way you can say this is, are you going to school tomorrow? No, that's not fun. That's not how native English speakers speak. And they're going to say something like, are you going to school tomorrow? Did you notice how the tomorrow becomes, so the sentence starts, are you going to school tomorrow? So questions that have a yes or no answer tend to go up in intonation. Now the question is, the question is, are you wearing a red dress? Are you wearing a red dress tomorrow? So the question is going up, and the reason is because it's a yes-no type question. So you need to also, when you're listening, pay attention to the intonation. How are people, the rhythm of the language. Also, certain words get stressed and certain words, just one, I need to switch on the fan. So certain words in English, when you speak them, there are stressed and unstressed parts. For example, if you're saying master, the word master. Now, a native English speaker will say master. So what has happened is the mas and the t. The mas is what you're stressing and the t is what is unstressed. So you'll say master, picture, or I don't know, video, yeah? So video. So the vid part of it becomes emphasized and the eo part of it just sort of goes softly, unstressed. So every sentence, so every word has this, you stress on one part, you sort of leave another part unstressed. And in sentences, like I said, there's intonation, you go high and low. So when you're watching anything, Kailash says that you turned on the fan in the winter when it's so cold. I live in Pune and it's really not cold over here. And so, yeah. Thank you so much. You want me to make a 21-day Hindi course? Okay, I'll try. My Hindi is not very good. It's not like, I hope you don't make fun of me. You want me to teach you Hindi, but I think you'll end up making fun of me because there's so many people who speak such good Hindi compared to me. Okay, now I want you to think about English as a mirror. This is my next technique for you. Look at English as a mirror. What do I mean by English as a mirror? When somebody asks you a question, try to find the answer to the question within the question only. So, for example, the question is, can she climb a mountain? Okay, somebody asks you, can she climb a mountain? First of all, when you talk about intonation, how are they going to say this sentence, can she climb a mountain? They're not going to just say it flat, can she climb a mountain? They're going to say, can she climb a mountain? Which means that yes or no, can she climb a mountain? Now, if I change the emphasis, first let me go back to the emphasis and then I'll come back to English as a mirror. If I change the emphasis on the sentence and I say, can she climb a mountain? What does that mean? Can she climb it? I think he can, but can she climb it? So the focus is on she. Like, will she be able to climb the mountain or not is the question. But if you say, can she climb a mountain? Which means, oh my God, can she really climb? What a difficult thing it is. Or, can she climb a mountain? Which means, this mountain is so tall, can she climb it? Are you getting the difference between the emphasis in a sentence that comes when you change? For example, I'll take another sentence, okay? I did not tell you that she stole the money. Okay, the sentence is, I did not tell you that she stole the money. Now I'm going to change the emphasis on different words and you tell me the meaning of that sentence. Okay, first sentence. I did not tell you that she stole the money, which means I did not tell you, somebody else told you, but I did not tell you that she stole the money. Okay, now I'll change the emphasis. It is, I did not tell you that she stole the money. What does it mean? I did not tell you that she stole the money, which means I told you that somebody else stole the money. It was not her. The emphasis is on she. I did not tell you that she stole the money. Okay, next question. I did not tell you that she stole the money, which means she didn't steal the money. She did something else to the money. Maybe she burnt it or she hid it. I don't know. I did not tell you that she stole the money. What does that mean? The emphasis is on stole, which means that you're, okay, now another version of this. I did not tell you that she stole the money. I did not tell you that she stole the money, which means she stole something else. It was not the money that she stole. It was something else. So emphasis also changes the meaning of a sentence. So when you're listening, okay, a lot of you are talking about a timetable for online classes. Yes, my dears, we will produce a video for a timetable for online classes. Absolutely. And given that you all are asking me so much, I'm going to do it quickly. Okay. So now give me some techniques for learning English. What is my age? Lakshmi, sweetie, why do you want my age? You want me to apply for a job or you want me to get married or what? Why are you asking me my age? Okay. So now that I've given you another technique. So now coming back, remember we spoke about English as a mirror. And I told you that can she climb a mountain? If somebody asks you, can she climb a mountain? And the answer to that question is sitting inside this question only. The answer to the question is yes, she can climb the mountain. You take the same words, can she? Yes, she can. Can he? Yes, he can. Should he drink milk? Yes, He should drink milk. So you'll find, okay, let's take another question. Did he talk to her? Okay. Yes, he did talk to her. Now, what happens is you look at English as a mirror. When somebody is asking you a question, don't change the words around. Pick up the exact same words from the question and just sort of change the order of the words. And bingo, your sentence is ready. So, it's just jumbling, Mansha, yes. So, a lot of times it is just jumbling, and so it's easy if you pay attention to what somebody is asking you. Let's say, so you asked me, is it just jumbling, right? You asked me that question, and I'll say, yes, it is just jumbling, right? So you can actually just use it so easily that you don't need to learn too many other words if you listen correctly. So listening is actually a very important part of apart from reading, which is why podcasts help you. And if you are listening to podcasts, try some of the BBC English, try some British English podcasts, because those will really help you. Somebody is saying to talk about articles, a, an, and the. Now, I'm going to talk about it quickly here right now since you've brought it up. A, an, and the. Now, if you're talking about something very specific, like you want to climb, let's say you want to go to any particular mountain, you just don't care which mountain it is, you want to climb up a mountain, and you say, I want to climb up a mountain, because the focus is I just want to climb up a mountain. I don't care which mountain I climb up, but I want to climb a mountain. So the focus is on climbing. That's when you'll use a, which means means any. A is actually a short form of any. That's how I would look at it. So, but if you want to climb a specific mountain and you say, I don't care about any other mountain, but I just want to climb up on a specific mountain, and that mountain is the tallest mountain in the world, and I want to climb that mountain, then you will say, I want to climb the Mount Everest. Because the is a word which is talking about a specific mountain, yeah, like the Mount Everest. But can be anything, like mountain. I just want to climb a mountain. I just want to wear a shoe. I don't care which shoe. I just feel like I need to go down and wear a pair of shoes. But I want to wear the red shoes, which means the specific pair of red shoes that I have, I only want to wear those. I don't want to wear any other shoes. I only want to wear my specific red shoes. Somebody is saying the voice is very low. Can you hear me now? I hope it's better. I'm holding this right in front of me. Okay. Now, another thing I want to tell you is to learn root words. You know what are root words? You know what are root words? We made a video sometime back on root words. If you go back and check up our 21-day English language course, we've done about 10 videos already. And in those 10, you want me to talk about tenses, Shailesh? We can talk about tenses, though I think right now may not be a good time, but I will make a video for you on tenses, because tenses is really like a big, long chapter, and there's so much in it. So we will make a video for you on tenses. It is part of our 21-day program. So I want to also talk about root words. So for example, you pick a particular root, like, we did a video, like I said, on root words. So you pick up, let's say, anti. Anti means against, I'm against. So you say antibiotic, antiviral, antithesis, antagonist. Antagonist is somebody who is the villain in the play. Yeah. So the moment you know that the word anti in general means that it is against something, then you can antibody, absolutely. Antibody is something antisocial, somebody who doesn't like being social. Antibodies are those that are going to fight the virus. Yeah, antivirus. So yeah, so that's the way to learn English. Antiseptic, yeah, you won't get septic if you use an antiseptic. So what we have, you're asking me, Revati is asking me how to find root words. So Revati, on my channel, you'll find the 21-day English speaking course. And in that, one of the videos is on root words. So go there, check it out. We've discussed 5 very, very big root words, which from one root word you can make like tens and 20, I don't know, hundreds of different words. Antibiotic, anti-dandruff, absolutely. Yeah. So you want me to do a live class every week? I don't think we'll do live every week. We'll do live once a month, and then 3 times a month or 4 times a month, I'll put up a prepared video, because then I can do more research and I can, make it more crisp. This one is lovely because I get to talk to you. Anti-war, you're saying, yeah. Uh, Anti, how to pronounce anti, because some of it say anti. Yeah, you're right. So in British English we say anti, and in American English they say antibiotic. Antibiotic, yeah. In India we speak British English and we say antibiotic. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm glad you're noticing and you're listening. And somebody's asking me, are you good in cooking? The lockdown has taught us a lot. We've had to cook, we've had to do a lot of stuff. And yeah, I think next time we meet, maybe I'll cook something for all of you. Yeah. So you want to know, is the one of the 21-day English speaking course? Yeah, so we've done 10 sessions of the 21-day English speaking course, of which one of them is root words, one of them is words that are replacing very, but you go back and you take a look at it right now. I don't want to talk about the 21-day English speaking course because that's already on the channel. I want to talk about how you can improve your English and how you can become more fluent. Now, another thing I want to tell you is that if you are about to make a speech, if you have to go up on stage and you have to say something, then there is a big problem. So, what I strongly recommend, darling, why do you want to know my income? When I started this channel, I was doing it with no revenue. For the first 5 years, no revenue. My goal was not revenue, and I don't know whether you're going to believe me or not, but my goal is just to reach out to each one of you and to share with you some knowledge and to help each one of you reach your path. Revenue comes when you do something good, things happen, everything falls in place. Remember that dialogue from Three Idiots, Paise ke piche mat bhago, do something and then let success run behind you. I totally so believe in that. Follow your passion. Do what you really want to do. And that's the only way you can keep doing it, because if every week you have to keep producing videos, you got to be passionate about doing it. But success will happen. Everything will happen. But the honest intention will always take you to the right path. Okay, now coming back to my last tip for you for the day on how to make your English fluent. No, not last, second last. We were talking about if you have to do a speech and you're feeling underconfident, then one of the things I do is I break up my speech into paragraphs, and I kind of remember that there are 10 paragraphs that I have to speak. Now, in every paragraph, there is a starting cue. So, for example, let's say my next paragraph is about Disney, or my third paragraph is about Facebook, or my fourth paragraph is about, studying in Germany. So, whatever is the main idea behind the different paragraphs, I put all those 10 points down, and I try to make a mnemonic or an acronym out of the 10 points so that I remember that these are the 10 paragraphs in sequence. Okay. Second thing, always try to learn up the first few lines. When you go up on stage, you're going to be super nervous, super, super, super nervous. And I'm saying this because a lot of you saw my TED talk and came back to me and said, give us some tips. So I have to talk about stage fright. So you're going to be very nervous, no matter how confident you are, no matter how experienced you are. Trust me, when you go up on stage, the first few minutes are going to just blank your mind out. You're going to be like, oh man, I can't think. Everybody's staring at me and my mic is in my hand and I'm dying. So the tip here is that always memorize the first few lines. The first one paragraph, I would say, completely memorize it word for word. And just go there and say it word for word. Don't try to innovate or improvise when you're standing on stage. Then what will happen is, after you finish saying one paragraph, you're going to feel good. You're going to say, wow, that was not bad. It came out well. And you're going to start breathing. and you're going to start getting more confidence. And slowly, that acronym of the next 10 paragraphs is going to help you. You're going to say, okay, my next one is about Disney, my next one's about Facebook, and so on and so forth. And you'll know exactly what you have to say. Okay. And what are you asking me? What is correct? Noticeable with a E or noticeable without an E? It is with a E. Yeah, that's funny. A lot of times when we add an able, we remove the E. But in noticeable, the E stays. Okay, you want me to make a video on articles? Yes, we will do that. I can see articles. The biggest sort of pressure is coming to me from articles, tenses. I'm writing this down, and online classes. Okay, I'm writing all this down. You're asking me about study in Germany is better. This today may not be the right forum, but I have 2 videos on the channel about studying in Germany where we've interviewed the DAAD, and you can go and take a look at it. And you want to know about the day in my life. Yeah. I did make a video about my life, my journey from 0 to 2 million, and you can go there and take a look on my channel. It doesn't have my day to day life, but it does have a broad sort of journey of what I've done over the past 5 years. Can I do 2 videos a week on the channel? I started doing 2 videos a week on the channel, but I think you all had exams and stuff, so the views weren't coming so much. So I slowed down. How do you pronounce castle? Says Dilip. Castle. It's not ca, but ka. Castle. And the T is silent. In most of these kind of words, hustle doesn't have a T. Okay, can you think of another word that has a T? But castle has a silent T. Okay, what do I say about the education system in India? We're getting better. You know, the new education policy is very, very inspiring. I am so looking forward to it getting implemented. Unfortunately, COVID has happened, and the implementation is sort of got slowed down naturally, but it will happen. This new education policy is like a 25-year-old, you know, you need to keep a 25-year horizon, but slowly in a couple of years, it will get implemented. Okay, now I think it's 11:45 and it's time for us to say bye-bye. We've been talking for a good 45 minutes and I've really enjoyed having you all here. And I'm signing off. So make a note of all the tips that I've given you in this video. One of you, if you want, you can actually summarize it and put it down at the bottom of this video. And you want to see my room? Okay, I'll show you my room. Okay, here you go. Here you go. I'm taking you across. I think in my last video also I showed you my room. There you go. This is my golden play button and my silver play button, and that is a letter from the CEO of YouTube. That is the window that I see outside the world, and this is my printer. Can you see? And this is my computer. I can see the same video on my screen. And this, by the way, is my, can you see this? My gaming PC. And that's what I work on, and my little YouTube thing. And this is a painting that I made, this one. I have to show you. I made this painting. I keep it here. Okay, now that we are done seeing my room and we are done learning English and we're done seeing Simbi today, we've had quite a good session, yeah? And I love you all and thank you so much for being with me. And okay, you want free app recommendations? Come online next Friday. We're uploading a video called the top 10 free apps for students. Remember, it's not a sponsored video. There's not a single app in that is coming with a sponsorship or anything like that. They're all free apps. You want to see Simbi? You want to see Simbi? I'm going to take the phone down instead of waking her up because she's sleeping. So there she is. Can you see her? Can you see little Simbi? She's sleeping. Yeah? Did you see her? I don't know if you saw her, yeah? She was sleeping. I didn't want to wake her up. She's cute. Okay. And yeah, so I'm going to see you next Friday. Check out this video on the top 10 free apps for students. And trust me, those are apps you want because all my entire team has been using those apps and we've done a lot of research on them. We actually used each one of them. We looked at reviews, we looked at number of downloads, we looked at feedback, we used them, we saw it, and it's not sponsored by anyone. Okay, so we're going to do that, and I've noted down the 3 topics that you really, really want, which is on online timetable, tenses, and articles. Okay, and it's time to say bye bye and love you all, and see you on the next live. Okay, bye.